Hey everyone, this is Dr. J with Twin City Health, and today I wanted to talk to you about a very common problem with heel pain. It's actually a lot of the times associated with something called plantar fasciitis. So your plantar fascia is connective tissue that actually starts in your heel and connects up to your toes and is actually there to absorb shock. So a lot of people will experience more of the plantar fascia pain most commonly in the mornings, and it is associated with standing for longer periods of time. So we're going to talk about a few ways that you can actually loosen up your plantar fascia and get rid of that plantar fasciitis. So number one, I actually want to talk about rolling out your plantar fascia, and what that looks like is using a lacrosse ball or even one of those old school rolling pins that you might have at home, the wood ones, and you can actually use it on the base of your foot. So you're going to want to put it on the ground and rub that plantar fasciitis out maybe 3 to 5 minutes multiple times throughout the day. The next thing you'll want to do, take a lacrosse ball, you can use a tennis ball or even a golf ball, and you'll want to actually roll out behind your shin bone on your soleus muscle. So you're just taking the ball and just pushing through here, going up and down that entire calf muscle, your soleus again, rolling that out. So just like that. Again, you'll want to do this a few times, 2 to 3 times a day for a minute or 2 minutes. The next stretch I'll talk about is rolling out your anterior tibialis and your peroneals, which are on the side of your foot. So one thing that you can do if you want to do it seated, maybe while you're at work, is actually just bending your foot in and stretching this way. So bending your toes in and stretching all the way through here, and you'll feel a little bit of a stretch right through here. The second way that you can actually stretch that is by standing, and you'll stand and you actually just curl those toes under you, and again just going straight up onto the ball of that foot right there. And then to stretch your peroneals or the outside muscles right here, you actually want to come and go this way just a little bit. So again, straight up here, and then also rolling out the side of that. Some other things that you guys can do, actually, because most of the time plantar fascia can also be caused by a biomechanical issue of either your hips or your knees as well. So coming in to get those realigned through your adjustments will also help, just to make sure your hips aren't uneven. One hip isn't higher than the other, causing your plantar fascia to be tight, or your knees aren't off balance. So that's your second tip. Your third tip is going to be supplements and an anti-inflammatory diet. So removing any high sugar foods that will cause more inflammation, or processed foods, those can cause all more inflammation. Again, plantar fasciitis is actually inflammation of that plantar fascia tendon. Supplements that you can take to help decrease inflammation: number one, magnesium. It's a really good soft tissue relaxer. So taking about 500 milligrams of magnesium in the evening will help. Number two, healthy fats. So fish oils, those omega-3s, getting them in are a really good natural anti-inflammatory. And then number three, curcumin or turmeric is also going to be a really good natural anti-inflammatory to calm down that pain. And then my last tip for you guys is actually to soak that foot in an ice bath. I know it doesn't sound like fun, but a 5-minute foot soak all the way up your entire foot, including your calf, and almost up to your knee would be really great for you. Great way to reduce that inflammation and help you heal your plantar fasciitis. So I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I'll see you next time.